I need some rest, I'ma flip me some. I talk like I want it, she don't say nothing back. If I pull up, I put that in my, or I put that in my. Call Lil Shorty, made up my brody. If you don't owe me, they'll act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit.
Short. By Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Outside Tatum. Ooh, stolen by Murray. On the wing, Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Gordon. And stolen by Brown. And here's Simons outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And Brown with the stuff.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a three. Boston pulls it in. Here's Olajuwon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just sneaking in there for the rebound. White with some hustle points. Those are big.
Now Jokic. Denver moving it around. Pass to Artest. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Olajuwon. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Soft touch off the glass.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Nuggets. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, you see the development of Simons, reading the game better.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And the shot goes in.
Jokic has every shot.
Pass to Tatum. 4-3. Inside. Out to Simons. The three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Tatum with a steal. Here's Olajuwon. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 4. There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter of the game. Throws it up high. Gordon can't hit.
and gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Simons. Now Tatum, defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 3. From the arc. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Tatum. Count it. Good. Tatum's got his second basket on the night.
They're really working the paint now.
Outside Brown. Over to the left wing. Pass to Jokic. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA style?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you, Brian.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. And Pritchard, here we go. It's rebounded by Artest. Nuggets trail by 5. You know, Stan, basketball isn't the only passion San Jose native Aaron Gordon has.
Yeah, B.A., I heard he's very technology-oriented, which we're not. He's a self-proclaimed computer nerd and loves everything about technology. We could use his help. He's skilled in more fields than just basketball.
Timeout.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Williams with it. Now guarded by Simons. Pass to Watson. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. So it's Boston now. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Tatum way outside. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Queta no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Boston substitution. Number 15, Chris Boucher.
Pass to Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Clock at 6. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boston ball. Checking in for the Celtics.
Celtics lead by 8. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's Tatum. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's the Nuggets ball. Left side, Williams. Simons with a steal. He pulls it. And he hits the jumper. Simons has gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's a really nice, compact jumper by Simons. He's always been a great shooter.
It's Johnson with a drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Outside, Brown. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Johnson. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Chris Boucher. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Some breakthrough contact. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Shot clock at 6. Simons deciding where to go with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Williams with it. Yet to see a basket. Tries it from the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
17.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. For 3, Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Gordon's got 5 now.
Well, confidence isn't something that Gordon is lacking. He thinks his shot is there, so he just takes it.
Garza's shot is good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
For 3, Gordon. Boston pulls it in. Knocked loose. Here's Artest. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Jokic. And he can't jam it through. Boston leading by 10. Here's the pick. Hauser outside. Back to Boucher. Gordon with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. There's the foul to try to stop the break. but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And during the Nuggets' 2023 title run, Jamal Murray was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, B.A., you know, they don't even get there without a healthy Murray. He put up 33 a game against the Lakers in the conference finals, repeatedly making tough, contested clutch shots.
Second team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Murray. He's got 6. Pass to Jokic. The 3. It's hauled in by White. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Brian, back over to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. And Denver making a change here. Inside. Gordon. And he elevates for the jam. Jason Tatum on the receiving end.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
Up top, Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter here. Here's Olajuwon. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, Gordon does his job on the screen and gets rewarded with the bucket.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Olajuwon can't get it to go. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Denver shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Nuggets trail by 9. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Johnson. Back to Williams. Now here's Johnson. 5 to shoot. And Boucher with the block. The Nuggets need to get one up. And Johnson good for 3. Johnson's got 6 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Denver making a change here. On defense, Denver. They trail by 6. Pritchard from outside. Jokic grabs the board. Looking to get it going. Oh, Jokic powers it in.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Back to Pritchard. Over Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And we've reached the end of the third. Boston out in front. Up 4. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Tatum. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Tatum looking it over. Here's Olajuwon. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributed.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, they get a hand on it. On the break. Here's Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, look, Brown is a handful. Sometimes you just have to foul.
That one misses. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot on.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Down low. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Brown grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that one.
Here's Tatum. Out to the right wing. Back to Simons. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Tatum outside.
Well, Tatum is a savvy player. He knows his drive is going to attract physical defense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Jokic. Brown pulls down the board. Boston leading by 6. Tatum outside. Takes a 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Here's Jokic. And he slams it down.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And there's a pick. In the corner, Tatum. From downtown. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Jokic. Nikola Jokic. He's a stretch 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Brown outside. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
Well, Murray can create space off the dribble, and he doesn't hesitate with that pull-up.
Nuggets foul. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
They set the pick, and it's Simons penetrating. 6 to shoot. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, the shot is off. Outside Gordon. Outside Brown. Oh, the long ball, no good. And he pummels the iron. Bookends the break.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Screen by Gordon. Jokic. The putback. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Murray. Buries it from outside. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. So we see Boston get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up.
Another one of those block rockin' beats.
Rock steady. We're about ready to